What is up, everybody? I'm No Lex Given and April Fools. Today, our featured location is Bar with No Name, which is definitely kind of a trolly location, but also opens up the potential to play with some really trolly cards in Marvel Snap. So I'm playing a junk deck today with a few extra spicy pieces thrown in. We've got Juggernaut, we've got Viper, we also have Hobgoblin and Green Goblin to junk up my opponent's side of the board. Once you're playing all of those things, it makes a lot of sense to also play Debris, even though Debris doesn't quite work with the featured location. But the card that I was super excited about playing today is Quake, which people will just not expect at all. You still have a bunch of other tools to take advantage of Bar with No Name when you don't get Quake, but you can also just kind of lose Bar with No Name. With Hobgoblin, I was planning on throwing the Carnage over with Viper, though now I'm just setting up in that location, gonna Hobgoblin my opponent, and then I'll just be able to Quake into Elysium towards the end of the game and totally throw my opponent off. Now, if I actually want to Quake in Elysium and I also want to play Debris and have that matter, I will have to Quake this turn. So I'm going to do that right now instead, and then I'm going to Debris, and then I'm even going to Viper just to completely fill up my opponent's side of the board. One other card that is in this deck is the Hood, and that is another nice way to take advantage of Bar with No Name while also being synergistic with both Viper and Carnage. So a lot of different things going on with this deck, but the most satisfying thing is just giving your opponent a bunch of rocks to celebrate April Fool's Day. So that's exactly what we did. We're also going to switch the locations here with Quake before filling my opponent's board with Viper and Debris. So there you go. My opponent has had enough and we're gonna get the win. And in fitting with the theme of trolling my opponents and giving them things that they don't want, in this one we're going to give my opponent Agatha on the final turn thanks to Mindscape. And this is particularly effective because my opponent is playing Cerebro. So now Cerebro, instead of pumping up everything on my opponent's side of the field, is just going to pump up Agatha. And my opponent is going to be forced to play it, unlike anything else we could potentially give them with Mindscape, and then that's the only thing they'll be able to play on the final turn of the game. Meanwhile, we'll get a bunch of different things to play from their side, and this is going to totally flip the script on the game. My opponent planning on winning the flooded location here with the 4-power Storm plus 4 power from Nightcrawler that we are about to see them drop right there. So they normally could have moved the Nightcrawler over. Now they won't even get a choice in terms of where Nightcrawler moves to, because Agatha is going to move Nightcrawler and then she's going to drop herself and we should be able to win the game from there. So just thought this was a really funny one to finish things off today. But for today, that is going to be it for me. So thank you guys very much for watching. Happy April Fools. I'm No Lex Given. Peace.